Good. Come. Come right. Hook. Legs on either side of the line.
They're anxious to get to you.
Tonight, we gather in sacred convocation Tonight, we are all of us mindful of brave men and women, including my grandfather, my father, who enlisted in the armed services to defend our country in times of war. We all live with an abiding gratitude for their generosity of spirit, for all that they gave of themselves to secure our liberties. We are a grateful nation. Our debt of gratitude for those who gave their lives is unbounded. There is really no way for us to repay those men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice of their lives on behalf of each and every one of us. We can, however, compensate them by remembering their sacrifice with a sense of gratitude, by cherishing our freedoms, by exercising our freedoms responsibly, by being good citizens, grateful citizens of our nation. Therefore, our convocation here today is not simply about remembering the past. We do have to remember those who have fallen. But we must also remember that we owe to the legacy of those who gave their lives the responsibility of being good stewards of our democracy. We need to vote. We need to be engaged. We need to be giving. We need to volunteer. In that way, we lend honor to the memories of those who died. We also lend a great measure of dignity to those who gave their lives on behalf of our nation, to remember the words of the psalmist, first in Hebrew, Bikesh Shalom V'Radfehu, and in English, seek peace and pursue it. Tonight, gathered in sacred convocation, we remember, and we vow to serve the memories of those who have died for our country by being engaged citizens of our vibrant democracy and by being among those who work for peace. Amen.
I will give a brief talk, followed by a musical selection from the Byron Hills Band, School Band. We will place the wreath at the monuments, followed by taps, salute by the color guard, benediction, retiring of the colors, and a musical selection again by Byron Hills. I'd like to welcome all of you again, and especially I'd like to thank all the Legionnaires who turned out tonight for this celebration. I do commend you, ladies and gentlemen. We do have an honored guest. He's a lieutenant colonel. His name is O'Brien. You'll forgive me, he's out of colors, but he's a fly boy. What can you expect? Anyway, so
my father was a Navy doctor, and upon returning to the United States and becoming a civilian, he spent the rest of his medical career volunteering at the Montrose Hospital for VAs. In 1969, I, like hundreds of other young men, stood watching a TV as dates were slowly drawn from a bin. For many, the luck of the draw determined the rest of their lives. For those called, our choices were few. A few people got into the reserves. But for most, it was either go to Canada or go to war. Within days, lives changed. And some, like the young man next door to me, who the nickname was Sunshine because of his happy demeanor and attitude, never came back. That's what I'm saying, is that you don't have to be in the military to understand and appreciate the sacrifice that has been made by our service personnel. Next time you see a veteran or one of our men and women in service uniform, stop and say thank you. Thank you for putting their lives on hold so that we don't have to. Thank you for help Armonk in America become the greatest place in the country to live and the greatest country in the world. To me, all of our service personnel are heroes. Thank you all for coming tonight and celebrating our heroes. Thank you.
giving up your time to share with us, the members of the American Legion, as we remember those men and women who sacrificed their lives for this country, so we may enjoy days and evenings like this. I had the privilege a couple of days ago to place flags on the graves of those men and women who have served defending our country, this nation, both here and abroad. It was both humbling and edifying to walk the cemeteries. I placed a flag on each grave. I noted their name, the war they served in, the age of their death, and finally, I saluted them and said a silent thank you on all our behalf. As I walked from one grave to another, I asked myself, what would these folks think of us today? I think if each one of them stood here before you, looking out at all you gathered here, all the children who marched, the fine youth from Byram Hills High School Band, here to pay tribute to their honor, the young Air Patrol who led the way with our nation's colors, and our Papa girl, Brittany Powers. They would be pleased. Pleased that we took time to pause and to reflect on the sacrifice they and their families endured. They would be pleased that we tried to live life well. We took time to celebrate as a community and took time to extend to each other love. I ask all of you to take time out of your daily lives in the future to try to pause and to remember those who served and are still serving. It is a family affair. No one goes to war alone. And ask God to protect them and their families as they protect us each day, so we can enjoy beautiful, beautiful spring evenings like tonight, listening to good music and celebrating life. As a poet once wrote to those who gave their lives, what is it there thou could have done for us that thou hast not done? Please remember and honor those who protect us by living your life well and loving one another. Thank you. His wife? Supposed to reach.
I told you.
What?
There it is.
It's right now.
Two.
We're doing it. Huh?
Right from the pull. Right face. One step forward. Push. Up.
For the balance of the evening, we have 3 more events. We're going to close with the benediction by the rabbi. We're going to retire the colors, which should be brief, and then we're going to listen for a few lasting tunes from Byron Hill School Band. And the evening is over, and we'll congregate back here for some good conversation, hot dogs, and beverages. Thank you very much for coming out and joining us tonight and sharing this honor with us. Thank you. Rabbi?
Baruch atah b'voecha, u'baruch atah b'tzeitecha. Blessed were you in your coming here, and blessed may you be in your going forth. In our coming here tonight, to be together as a community, grateful for those who made heroic sacrifices on our behalf, we are blessed. May we, when we leave here tonight, begin the work for peace, for reconciliation, for understanding in our own lives, with our neighbors, both near and far. In our congregation, we end our services with these words: Oseh shalom b'mromav, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. May the one who makes peace in the high places teach us how to make peace here in the low places, for ourselves and for all of God's children. Amen.
Piper? Color guard? Retire the colors.
On the trail to the left. Forward. March.